the
happen
R,
either. Rape
ma'am.
is
You gotta
rape.
say the R
Rape is
word.
rape. Child molestation is
Ma'am,
child
ma'am,
molestation.
ma'am. You gotta say the R word.
Y'all gonna get us flagged.
Yeah, you say it with a G,
No,
I
just
got
say the
y'all.
R word.
like
Just say the
like
R
a
word.
fruit. Don't say it with the R. YouTube is real
All right,
fickle on
moving
that.
forward. Go ahead with your point, ma'am.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, it's respected all across the board. Yeah, because like I say, no matter who does it, yeah, we've seen, teachers, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we see these people attacking these kids at different, I mean, just all different type of scenarios. So yeah, it's respected, and it's fought for regardless. I can't stand it either which way it flies, and trust me, oh, I see it. Oh, I see the grooming. I see, other women trying to act like they're attracted to children. And also, y'all, I also wanted to say, because everybody was having such a good conversation, but see, Germany has legalized it. Okay, so that's where United States and everybody else want to get up in the game and play. See, that's why they want to play with this channel as well. Because, like I say, it's a plethora of information out here. Oh, but Germany, because that's where Tom Hanks fled to when Biden came in and before he came in, because he was afraid that Trump was about to get in there, and that was a big old discussion. I was on kind of podcast about that. So Germany has legalized it for
If y'all
children.
Yeah. Is it
if
safe
y'all
to say
want up
that we
on
need to
what's going
protect all
on,
children as a whole? You know,
if
all
y'all
children
up
of
on what's
any race.
going on with Tom Hanks, I hope y'all was following his social media. It was some weird stuff going on with Tom Hanks, man. Listen. I don't know what's going on, but something going on. King, talk to us. You just joined the panel. King, you
Oh,
there?
and let me get out, Angela. If I lived in Fulton County and could have voted for you in Atlanta when you ran, I would have voted for you.
Well, that's
Uh,
what. It's not too late. You can go ahead and donate to the $ AKF
I did
2023
that when she
at
was on
Auntie
Tommy
Angie's house.
Sotomayor's show towards her campaign.
We always looking for donations. Are you signed up for $5 a
Okay,
month?
hold on now. Hold on. I'm letting you know what I already did.
thank you. I appreciate you. I
I'm
appreciate
I'm
all the
I'm I'm,
support.
I'm talking to
King, are
her.
you out there? Talk
I
to us.
can't just make that up and
There.
pull that out. Say I remember you was on Tommy Sotomayor's show, and all the donations that were received that night from that show was
Okay.
supposed to go to her campaign. Yes, I donated to that.
Okay. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, y'all. Auntie Angie's house. We are
I mean,
still
it come to that. I just still I don't play with it. I ain't new to it. I'm
talk
true
to us.
to it.
Where you at, King? Talk to us. You there? King, you just
His
joined
mic
us.
must be
Hello,
muted.
hello,
Talk to us.
hello.
Yeah, we hear
Hey,
you.
how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Uh, well, I was a trans woman for 11 years of my life. I transitioned at the age of 21. I detransitioned at almost 31. I'm pushing 37 this year. Um, Mine's all started from like the lady was talking about kids being molested. I was molested by a female first, and
You
then I
gotta
was
say the
molested by a
M word.
male.
M word.
Hello?
Sorry. Just the M
And I
word.
was molested by a male. So through my life, I was trying to figure out who I was, sexuality wise, all that. I just tried to figure it out. So I transitioned. I don't agree with anything when it comes down to how the trans women or the trans men handle the heterosexual community, especially the Black community. It's just weird because when I transitioned, it was a Black woman, a Black sister who heard my story, who listened to me, who helped me transition, who then judged me. She said, "Okay, let me take your hand and let me help you." And she helped me. She guided me through the way. I did. I got my name changed. I had got big old breasts, passable. Everything was changed legally. I was finna get a sex change. Everything was on the right path. But then I detransitioned because I didn't feel right no more. My mental health got at stake. I was just going through a lot, so I knew the transition played a part of that. I knew everything else I was going through played a part of that. Trans women will never be a woman. I said it because when I was a trans, I always had said that I can't be my mama. I can't be my grandma. I can't be my auntie. I can't be my niece nor my sister. I was a trans woman. Well, I was a Black trans woman. When I walked them streets, I represent Black trans women. I didn't represent women because I didn't understand no woman's story. All I understood was a trans woman journey, not no woman journey. And a lot of trans women need to understand that we can't take women's journeys. That's something that trans women have struggled with, especially Black trans women, always trying to take a woman's journey. You can't take that woman's journey. That's like a slap in your mama's face. So I'm going to slap my mama because I choose to live my life the way I choose and disrespect her because society and then the government want me to disrespect my mama? Oh, nah, we ain't going to do that. So there's a lot that needs to be addressed on both sides. I understand that trans women, I hear them. I hear the trans men. I hear it all. But T.S. Madison is another one that's became too much for Hollywood because before T.S. Madison and I agree with children transitioning at all. There's many videos of T.S. Madison state that trans children should not even transition. But then when she became Hollywood, the Wayne Wade child became this big old advocate for her. Oh, children should transition. No, children need to be children. They don't need to be taught anything about anything sexual about no man, no woman, no birds and the bees. Let these kids be kids. Let them enjoy themselves. No drag shows. I didn't go to drag shows as no child. I wasn't worried about none of that stuff. I was worried about growing up. When I was molested, that's when my mind got twisted.
Well, is it safe to say that you transitioned for all the wrong reasons? It wasn't because you were trans?
No, I didn't transition for all the wrong reasons because at the end of the day, when I was started at 9 years old, I started to want to cut my thing off. So at 9 years old, I already started feeling different. I felt different, but then I couldn't tell nobody at 9 years old. So I transitioned because at the point when I transitioned, I wanted to be a trans woman. So I never did transition for no wrong reason. I transitioned for my reason.
Because of the molestation. It wasn't for the molestation.
It wasn't because I still date women. It wasn't for the molestation. The molestation plays a part in a child's mind. You see what I'm saying? When the child gets touched and you get violated as a child, it starts messing with your mind as a child. No matter who you are as a child, you get touched, you getting disrespected. That starts messing with your mind as a child. As you start growing up, your mind start wondering.
Let me just ask you this, since we're in this moment. In that moment, were you able to tell an adult, and did you feel comfortable? Can we go in that space and you kind of take us there?
No, of course, in our community, as soon as we say something, what is it? Disbelief, right? We're still trying to work on that. As soon as a child speak out, it's disbelief. But my story is deeper than that. If I would have spoke out, I would have ruined both sides of my family. Let's just say that. I'm going to leave it as that. So as a child, what do I do? Well, I ain't going to have nobody. So what I started trying to commit suicide. It was a list of things that started transpiring through this situation. So when I became 21, I finally realized, okay, you know what? Okay, this is who I am. I have to accept these things. Let me start my transition, because this is something that I held in for so long and I never was able to tell nobody. Then I did it. I did it out the blue. I ain't talked to my mama. I ain't talked to my dad. I ain't talked to nobody. You see what I'm saying? I just transitioned. I talked to one person. She helped me, and it was a heterosexual woman. It wasn't a trans. I couldn't call no trans sisters because you know why? They was against each other. Yeah. Let's just discuss that. Trans sisters, Black trans sisters don't like each other. They was against each other. They didn't want to help each other. Yeah. They didn't want to tell you what doctor they went to. They didn't want to tell you nothing to transition. You had to figure it out on your own. If you weren't a part of that clique, then you didn't know, you couldn't get a part of nothing.
Let me ask you a question. You have now decided to detransition, and that's something that's very, very interesting to me, and I'm sure you probably already know why. Why have you decided to detransition? Just help me get a little better understanding of it. Because a lot of people, and I'm just asking this because a lot of people say they go through it and go through the whole transition and they realize that they not really women, or is it health complications, or help me understand why you decided to transition back.
After, having a discussion with my mom, my dad, I let them know that I feel like I don't value my transition no more. I explained to them that in this lifestyle transition, this is serious. And I explained to both of my parents that this is serious, and I don't feel like I don't have it in me no more to do this. I'm not happy no more. And I told them I got to go back. I had a conversation with God. I prayed. I said, Lord, I got to go back. Rebirth me, God. I got to go back, Lord. And when I went back, you know who judged me the most? My own community, the trans community, dogged me out. I had to get off of Facebook
Ooh.
because they dogged me out so bad. They was in my inbox threatening me. You ain't no trans. You are disappointing to the community. I'm like, hold up. What about the story? I support y'all still. I'm fighting for y'all still. One of y'all, 2 of my trans sisters died. I'll fight for them still if I have to. I go march. I do it all because at first you were black before you anything else. So I'm march because you black. You my sister, my brother. We gonna bleed the same, you know. So it was bothering my mind. Like it started really just hunting me that, hey, if I do not detransition, I don't find some peace in myself, I'm gonna kill myself. And I told my mom, my dad, like, I'm gonna kill myself. I say it's nothing. I'm gonna go. I don't want to be a part of this world like this no more. I'd rather educate people, help both sides get a ground and understanding, because we have to get together to figure this out. We have no choice.
I agree.
I
And
tell you, I can relate to you
sorry for
firsthand,
you.
minus trying to do some transitional stuff. I can relate to you. See?
Sorry
And
you had to go through what you went through.
and you know,
Oh no, baby.
I
God,
cataloged that in the book that I wrote, you know, a book that I wrote when I was 6 years old. You know, I was in the hospital due to codeine addiction. When they used to have cough syrup with codeine in it. And that's when it happened to me, right? From one of the people that wore all the white clothes. Had me in such a state of fear, I was too afraid to tell my mama that something had happened to me when I was in the hospital, right? Because they put you in a state of fear, you know. So I dealt with that for the longest time in my life. When I was in the military, and everything came back up in repressed memories, and I got the proper mental health for it. Then that's when I became a well individual. I mean, I became well enough to document it in a book on my life that, was published 10 years ago. And it's people that you did.
I just want to say I appreciate you coming on the panel and sharing your story, and it's just very important for us to understand that we all go through. And just like Lennon was saying, he can relate to you. I can relate to you as well. And I just really thank God for you going back and waking up and sparing your life, man, and coming to that realization of finding your true self and whatever you need to do to make yourself better. I'm glad you still here, that you didn't take yourself out. I know your mother and father are as well. And it's just a blessing to see you come back, to turn your life
Yes,
around. You
ma'am.
know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. So my prayers are up for you. I want you to continue your journey. I thank you for joining the panel tonight. Y'all, I'm going to close the panel out on that. I think that was a powerful story. I mean, he said it all. A trans woman, you can't be a woman. And the most valid point was, I can't be my mama. I can't be my sister. I can't be my niece. Like, don't get so caught up in the movement that you forget who you really are. You forget the people that love you. You forget your mama, your granny, the people that helped raise you. Like, come on, y'all. Let's get back to common
Yes,
sense.
Before
Make
that's
we
sure
true.
take
Now,
everybody
out,
that donated to Auntie Angie's too. I appreciate it if you did. Y'all, we gonna come back again. Good night, y'all.
good night. Thank you.
All right.
Y'all don't make mistakes.
Good night.